Welcome back to Daddy DL Gaming. We're back with another Yu-Gi-Oh event. This time it's the Chazz-A-Thon. Yes, you can do another duel-a-thon whilst bringing Chazz closer to battle. Chazz has particular cards, some of which you'll obviously get while you're doing the duel-a-thon, and some of which, of course, he'll also drop when you get to duel him. So the more you duel people, the more points you get, filling up your daily and cumulative reward meters. And the more you duel normal and legendary duelists, the more chance you have of Chazz appearing, and we'll go through Chazz and farming decks in just a moment. The bulk of his cards are dragons, and they're very, very nice. I want these. He does have this dragon catapult cannon. You use a VW Tiger catapult, an XYZ dragon cannon, to special summon from the extra deck. And once per turn, you can remove from play one card your opponent controls. And when this card attacks, you can change the battle position of the attack target. And flip effects are not activated. So that's very nice, but it's not what I want. We do have dragons, levels 3, 5, 7 and 10. Now on this screen, the 3 isn't listed, but we do have the level 5. I'm going to skip over these and get to number 10. We do have the 7, I think, which is a rare. The 3 is also a rare, by the way. But this is the one. This is the one. You'll get this as a reward if you get enough points on your cumulative meter. Can't be normal summoned or set. Can't be special summoned except by tributing Armed Dragon level 7. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard to destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls. I like that. Whether or not it will work as well as I am expecting it to work is a different matter. But I'm going all out for these ones. So let's take a look at a farming deck. So this is a farming deck we'll use for Chazz. I knew I'd get to use this again at some point. This is the Master of Oz deck. We're just going out for raw power. Very simple. We've got 3 of the kangaroos, 3 of the koalas. And just in case we don't pull those out to fusion together, we also have the goddess, not the vassal, we come back to that later, the mystical sheep, and Fasago the destroyer. They can all be used instead of the kangaroo or the koala to fusion summon the Master of Oz. 3 polymerizations. I did have 2 fusion sages in here, but for level 40 you do need a couple of traps. We'll go through those in a moment. 1 shard of greed just to get ahead, and then our usual cards for the end game is the vassal, of course, secret pass to the treasures, 2 union attacks, and an anti-magic arrows. The 2 traps, the example I'm going to show you, he didn't play the spell that he has since played on me for level 40. You don't really need to worry about these traps for level 30. But for the level 40, he does have 1 spell card that will destroy all of your monsters that you control. As I say, he didn't do this on the example I'm going to show you, but he's definitely got it. So 1 Champion's Vigilance, and I've got 1 Destruction Jammer. As long as you've got 1 of these set on the table and you've got at least 1 of your Master of Oz down, you'll win. If you don't have Champion's Vigilance, just go with another Destruction Jammer. The Vigilance, of course, is better because you don't have to discard a card, although you've got plenty of cards that you can discard. Go with any character that has the Master of Fusion skill. That will allow you, if you take a beating, if you get a brick first hand, to pull out 1 of the polymerizations at least. So that's it, nice and simple. I've got the 2 Champions of Oz. If you've only got 1, that's okay, but you will do a bit less damage. You won't quite hit the 10,000, but you will easily hit it if you've got the 2. If you want to take the risk, you can take out a trap. I wouldn't if I were you, or you can take out a polymerization. Bearing in mind we've got the skill to pull 1 anyway, and maybe just add in an equip spell, and once you've got something equipped to your Master of Oz, you'll hit the 10,000 again. But as I've got the 2, that makes it nice and easy for me. So that's the deck. I'll show you how we use them now, and they are dead simple. Okay, level 40. Marvellous, that's what we want. Now, in this version of the deck, you'll see I hadn't put my traps in. I still had the 2 fusion sages. Thankfully, for whatever reason, he didn't play his spell card against me. But don't go with this version I'm playing now. Go with the version that's on the screen, because he has played that spell against me, and he's completely wiped out my Master of Oz, and of course I've lost. Okay, good opening hand. Because at this point, again, just like the level 30 deck, we get one out. We've pretty much guaranteed the win. Of course, you do need one of your traps down to be absolutely safe. As I say, I got lucky on this one. But one trap, one Oz, yeah, you've got a done deal. Oh, don't mind if I do. We'll have our second one. Should we take him down? Yeah, let's take him down and see what he's got. That's dragon. Oh, so we can pull another one out. Okay. Well, we don't want him to thin his deck too much, so we'll leave that there. I want to stay on a par with him at least until I can get my Shard of Greed out. They can stay there, they're not causing any problems. It'd be nice to attack more of his monsters just for extra duel points, but not really that necessary. Should I take down that face down? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. As I say, not desperate. At this point, short of having a trap, it's pretty much done. Okay, we've got dragon level 5. Give and take, okay. Special summon 1, okay. So he's going to take that to my side of the table. Oh, we're going up to level 7. Oh, I should have let that play, shouldn't I? Should have let that play. Okay, and then that goes. All right, now I can't leave that 7 on the table. I don't know if he's got a level 10. I'm surely not going to risk it. I don't want him discarding one card to get rid of my Oz. So that's got to go. Good. Hopefully we won't see another one of those. Although it shouldn't be much of a problem if we do. Okay, I'm going to play this just to trim my deck down. Just pull out the other Oz, get a card ahead. Oz, polymerization even. So used to saying Oz. Okay, we're going to take the face down again just in case it's another dragon. It wasn't, but it allows him to pull yet another card from his deck. All right. So level 40, he's got ways of strimming his deck, so just bear that in mind. You can just leave his cards unless you need to get rid of one of those dragons. Now, of course, with a shard, we can stay ahead. So I actually won't fight him, get rid of that. Yeah, might as well get rid of the kangaroo at this point. Doesn't really matter. You can get rid of any of the monsters now. Apart from the vassal, of course. we go, another koala gone. We're getting there, slowly but surely. All right, we're ready for our last turn, and of course in for the kill. You'll see there hasn't been much to worry about. The spell hasn't come out for whatever reason, which was good, because this was my first attempt at level 40 with no knowledge of his deck. Here we go, you know, the routine: vassal, passage, the union attacks. Into the battle phase, play the anti-magic arrows. And that's Chaz done. Let's see what we got. Give me something good. Particularly I would like, of course, a level 10 dragon. I know we get one as a reward, but another one would be nice. Another two would be nice. Oh, we've got two rainbow pat. There he is. There he is. That's awesome. I'll take that. Happy with that. Okay, so this is level 30, obviously. This isn't going to be too many, or bring too many problems to the table. It's pretty simple. Once you can get your first Master of Oz down, basically you win. All right, who's going first? You are. Okay. So you can see I've still got my Champion's Vigilance that I've put in since playing level 40 again. I don't really need it for level 30, but we'll put it down. And of course we managed to get out Oz straight away. Marvellous. Now that should basically be it. We can just keep going until we've run out of cards and we're ready for our end game. Yeah, I won't worry too much about that. Destruction Jammer, we've already got our one trap down. We don't really need to play that. Don't need it anyway for level 30, but we can get rid of that as and when. Okay, get rid of him. Marvellous, turned him to defence, that's good. We'll get rid of that as well, I think. Okay, draw into our deck. Yeah, see at this point there's nothing he can do if you keep taking his cards out. Oh yes, with that card down, he can draw from his deck. So I'm just going to leave it. I don't want him to catch up particularly. We'll get our other Oz down. And we'll just keep biding our time. So yeah, he can't do anything at all. All his cards are pretty much locked in there. That's it. We just keep playing our cards. We'll leave them as they are. As I say, I don't want him drawing down into his deck. So at this point, it's just a case of draw cards, discard them when we need to, and obviously going for our end game. So not a lot's going to happen here. Reload, fair enough, that's no concern. Now, obviously at this point, any of these other monsters we don't need. We only need our vassal. So they can also go if needs be. In fact, everything in my hand apart from the vassal at the moment, completely unnecessary. But of course, all those monsters are in there so that we can get rid of that. That keeps happening. So that we can obviously get our Oz out as quickly as possible. What should we get rid of this time? Yeah, Polly. Basically the first one that comes up in the list, really. To be fair, I can get rid of the Destruction Jammer as well. As I say, the traps aren't needed for the level 30 deck. Yeah, and of course, I ignore completely what I just said and get rid of the Koala. Doesn't matter. We're just looking for our 5 cards for the end game, and we've got them. Okay, now you know the drill at this point, of course. Vassal, passage, 2 union attacks. Move in for the battle and play our anti-magic arrows. Honestly, I don't know if he's got anything that can stop us attacking anyway, but I've got the free slot. It can stay in there. I haven't researched what he's got in that particular deck, but I've played it a couple of times now. All good. What do we got? Not much. Okay, dragon level 7, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you for watching Daddy DL Gaming. You can follow, like, share, tweet, and if you're feeling generous, you can donate on Patreon because Daddy always needs a new pair of shoes.